Hey, so busy weekend. We just completed an amazing family constellation session online with a group of my amazing friends, enlightened, wonderful, amazing spiritual people. And the session was quite intense, as they usually are, but it had specific relevance to me because it was about responsibility and a lot of stuff about responsibility as a parent, as a mother, and also kind of taking on those roles of protectiveness for our children when specifically we have come from a broken relationship and there's a lot of doing for our kids. So the outcome of this was pretty amazing, and I believe it has particular relevance for me because I'm in the same situation in this sense as the lady that we did this for, and it has a lasting impact on me also. I feel as though I received so much healing from this session myself, particularly around some pretty big points of releasing the past and generational responsibility and taking on responsibility that doesn't belong to us, in holding on to any anger or resentment that might reside within us from the other parent not taking on their responsibility, in the child or the children themselves wanting the responsibility, wanting to see us in our true self, in our rawness and in our own vulnerability, in order for them to kind of have permission to be okay to be raw as well, and to be able to share their emotions and their feelings about it, and about the situation and about their parents, and giving them permission, I guess, in a sense, in their life to not bury their emotions, but to be able to express them and feel supported with each other. And so as parents doing that with our children, especially when they're almost grown. And there's a huge emphasis there was on, once we take away the weight of the responsibility, once we allow others to carry it as well, or once we realize that it's not all ours to carry, and that a lot of it comes from the lack of feeling supported, protected, and in our own life by the people that was supposed to have given that to us, I guess is supposed to. But it was also this kind of appreciation that what message we send our children when we believe, again, out of love, that we are lovingly protecting them, supporting them, doing for them, when in fact our love is sending them a message of, I don't believe in you, I don't have confidence in you and your ability to do for you. And so again, questioning that, what is love, or how do we present our love? Is it our love, or is it our fears? Is it our own unhealed trauma that's coming through and we're disguising it as a love, or we're believing it to be love when in actuality it's not that, it's fear. And so there was a beautiful, joyful, amazing release in and throughout the process, as Family Constellation does, and there's an amazing connectivity with everybody who's involved in it. Just the sheer magic of being able to draw from the quantum field or the morphogenic field and be able to understand and feel and represent somebody in that way, let alone the healing that comes through for them and for all of us involved as well as representatives. It's just such a magical process, and I'm so grateful to our amazing friend Shannon for being able to do this and host these things and give us the opportunity to participate in them, as well as to be someone who receives the healing, because actually we all receive the healing and we all participate in it. It's this connectedness and this really big thing lately that seems to be coming through for me a lot, which is collaborative healing work, collaborative elevating you frequency work, and doing this together and feeling that support from each other, and energetically, physically, just being there, the mentality, the thought processes, the life experience, and also the energy, the collective intention, the collective desire, the collective connectivity to heaven and earth, to being that conduit from highest self through to be able to provide this healing for others and for ourselves. I feel extremely blessed and such gratitude for the process, for the people, for all these amazing people in my life, and also for my own self, at opening myself up, at trusting and surrendering within myself and to my highest self, and knowing that it's not been an easy road, the surrender path, to say, I surrender to you, higher self, and I trust that all is happening in my divine, for the divine right order, for what is best for me, no matter what it appears like. It's all working out as what is best for my highest self and for my progression, and being able to really relinquish control and surrender into that process. It's an interesting ride. Yeah, there's lots to be learned. There's a lot of fear to work through, to get through. There's a lot of the trust factor, especially when there's been a life of not much trust or not many things. Trust has been an issue. And also there's a overcoming of this kind of willingness to play small, or this fear of really stepping into my own power, because a lot of the uncaging process, a lot of this trust and surrender, a lot of this, I allow my soul, my highest self, to guide me and to be the channel for that amazingness. Involves breaking through a lot of boundaries, a lot of cages, thresholds, sort of ceilings, thoughts, programs, conversations, fears about judgment, and even about my own capabilities. So again, stepping into a place within a family constellation is also a situation where you can be challenged to, I was challenged to, I knew I needed to be this representative. I had some hesitation in it because I knew there was relevance to me, I guess, on a deeper level. And it meant overcoming my own fears and my own apprehensions about receiving the healing and whatever came through. It also meant overcoming my own apprehensions about, though I knew there was an aspect to my newfound channeled kind of abilities that involve sounding and movement and light language and things that from an external perspective are quite weird, and stepping into that comfortably. There's a fear within me too of kind of judgment, of being seen, or of holding this space, or even, I guess, imposter syndrome or whatever. And it's been a big thing to allow, to trust, allow, surrender, and be that conduit for higher self. And so it gave me that opportunity as well, and some healing that did come through, which was I felt the resistance in me, but once I connected in and allowed, it happened. And I am very grateful. I feel very humbled, and I know now that there's a lot of stuff for me in this healing as well, relative to responsibility, trusting my own self, but not just that, the trust with the children, allowing them to know that by handing them responsibility, by letting them be and find their way and step into their own life without mummy protecting, providing, supporting, managing, controlling, looking out for all the time, maintaining that everything's great, I've got this, is actually sending them a message of, I trust you, I believe in you, I know you can do this. And it allows them to embrace their own confidence in their own ability, and to be able to trust themselves as they step out into the world as young adults, as emerging adults, and as people that are finding their own path in life, and being able to love them through that, not through our fear, but through our actual love. And the way to do that has to be through breaking through our own fear and coming from a place of love within ourselves for us. So there was so much in it. I'm super grateful, and I'm about to go and meditate and do some integration so that I too can really integrate this amazing healing that we received today for my beautiful friend, and that we all participated in. I know you all know who you are. I'm not going to name you, but thank you so much for this experience. I am honoured. I'm honoured, and I'm grateful. And thank you. Much love always. We are all one.